And back. Let's play more Factory. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Alright, so there is news, right? Once this loads in, we will see the news. It is right here. Right here. So our goal for today is to remake Pi 1 with spoilage in mind. And the struggle that we were having was all of the spoilage. And the news is basic substrate no longer decays. And the story of that is I went and I spoke to one of the devs, and what I did can be most charitably described as sharing concerns about the state of the recipe chains and so forth. Less charitably, you could say I whined like a little child. And to make me go away, this gentleman appeased me. What, like, I had two concerns about Pi Sci 1, a big concern and kind of a smaller concern. The smaller concern is that the only way in hard mode to get rid of spores is to grow them, which feels very awkward. It's surmountable. I could do that. I had a plan to have a you can minimize the spores by minimizing decay. And then when you have minimized decay, just one plantation right here growing mushrooms to be immediately composted and burned, that would be fine. That was my plan. So that was a problem, but the bigger problem I feel like is all of this together at the Pi Sci 1 level feels very, very harsh to me. Just from a general design point of view. Because keep in mind, at the Pi Sci 1 level, is the second tech level of the game, first off. And the main obstacle on Pi Sci 1 is that you have to learn about creature generation, the life cycle of Pyanodon's creatures. Really? I'm out of stuff. And so to hit that alongside a really quite involved spoilage puzzle, that felt like a lot to me. Like, this is three ingredients that are spoiling, all that have to be worked with each other after you have just wrestled down. Why is there quartz ore here? Why would there ever be quartz ore there? Oh, I bet you they decay into quartz. They do. Okay, that's interesting. I got too much stuff in my inventory, and I don't know what to do about it. So, anyway, like I said, I whined a lot about this. I shared my feelings, and, well, apparently I was annoying enough that he made me go, he gave me what I wanted to make me go away. So, I understand that, spoilage rates are very much up for free discussion at this point, so I am continuing to share my thoughts as things go on, as I progress. However, I really am a quite poor judge on this right now, because I'm not coming to the problem naturally. The problem should be you do automation science, you do Pi 1 science, and then you'll have a real and true impression of how things are and perhaps how things should be. Whereas I have a more advanced base, and in many ways I'm trying to pound a round peg into a square hole here. And so I'm going to have a different set of concerns and experiences, and it's not going to be comparable. Anyway, enough about that. Let's talk about me and my visions. I'm plagued by visions. So I had some thoughts. So we need 2 incubated petri dishes for each run, right? Right here. 2 for every run, and it takes 20 seconds for each. And so you do 2, you'll be able to do 1 run every 20 seconds. If you throw down 2, Congrats. Now you have one run every 10 seconds. And right here, now you have one run every, like, what, 6 seconds? And I think that's probably where we're going to stop. If I write this anyway. Maybe one run every 5 seconds? Now the problem is travel time. So I think we'll start with this. And wonderful thing about the Petri dishes is it's very, very self-contained. Like, this spoilage is not a problem. Like the cellulose spoilage, where it goes from cellulose into biocrud, that is a problem. I would really rather not deal with that. Here, just pick all this up. We'll put it back later. But this the Petri dish just wears out real fast. And so I think so long as this factory is always waiting to receive product, it's fine to do it like this. So what we're going to do now, we're going to prototype this, right? We are going to have it so Petri dishes come in right here, and they come in like this, right? Then we're going to have incubated Petri dishes coming out. And so all products from this comes on this belt. And what the consequence of that is this. We have to come up right here, and then we have the decision point. Kind of has to be right here. This deserves faster inserters. You go right there, and you go right there. So what'll happen here is this will get Petri dishes, and this setup is still good. Only it does need to be balanced though, right? It does. So come a little farther back, please. I don't like how it's taking more space, but I suppose I can't complain too bitterly about that. You only get so many complaints in life. You should use them. Alright, so what we need here is filters and then Petri dish. Petri dish, and then filter Petri dish, and obviously you put in whatever you have. So Petri dishes can come from here, spoiling out, and then can come from spoilage on the line. So this will ensure that we deal with that. And then of course we have a balancer right there, and we want to input priority from the other side. So, all right, Petri dish line comes in like this. And we really should be doing this, right? And then comes in. And then we just need an arm in, arm out, and arm in, right? And this kind of solves this puzzle. Such were my visions. Okay, great. So this is kind of a complete unit right here. We just have to talk about proper rates for cellulose now. So as discussed, I am going to have one caravan bringing in wood and sodium hydroxide for everything. And then it is my conclusion, after giving this a lot of thought, talking with some of the people on the server, and trying to figure out how to best wrangle spoilage, is that spoilage is inevitable right now. You must always just have a solution for it in place. My solution for cellulose is to go take a shed, and we're going to have a shed right here, and we're going to have a biomass disposal unit. All the biocrud, I'm going to try to keep it to a minimum, mind you, but it will still happen. Take this, it's going to decay to biocrud somehow. We will take it and we will put it in this box, and this will be a settling pond. And it will decay into biomass, and then once it's in biomass, it will go into this boiler, and will get just boiled away, into steam. Steam will get recondensed back around. It will be a closed loop, and we will just dispose of the biocrud with this little setup here. You're going to see this a lot, I feel. It's not, I don't feel it's worthwhile to link it into anything else. I just want to get rid of the stuff. So this leaves a question of rates. I have put 8 in here. I'm really kind of concerned that the belts are too long. I don't have any sense at all how long it takes to move from one end of the belt to another. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So about 20 seconds. That's half the Petri dish's lifetime. That should be fine, right? Should be fine. I have no idea if it's going to be fine. I don't know. This is what it could be. So if this is running every 5 seconds, we are producing 10 of this every 5 seconds, right? Producing 2 a second, and then we take our lab, what exists, we say make PySci 2, and you are eating how much a second? 1.2. So this setup right here will be able to support 2 labs. Not like in perpetuity, but I want to make a PySci 1 block and just copy paste it, you know? No more importing Petri dishes from abroad. So, how to best arrange this? So how many of the biofacts are we going to need? You make 0.4 a second. You eat 0.85. So this will make too much cellulose, is the problem. And we can govern that using circuits. This is too much. Yeah, cellulose will come in. The other ingredients will come in. Why did I put it so close? Like that is kind of the minimum spacing right there. And then the cellulose will come in like so. And then it has to come down to another decision point, right? Yeah, right here. Even though it doesn't really look like it can go. So cellulose goes in, biocrud goes out. Biocrud, biocrud. And then like this. Like just something like that. That's probably not the correct belt, but you understand what I'm doing. So right here is filters biocrud. Right there is filters biocrud. So this takes care of all of the things that could possibly rot, except for biomass. You should also do biomass. Both of you should be both, because the decay product has a decay product, right? So this should be able to reboot itself, even if it goes into cold shutdown for a very long time. And there's no need for any sort of balancer on that. We'll have to bring moss in. Moss line will probably be like so. Substrate line will probably be like so. As we discussed, this is probably making about 2. This is making 2 a second. This right here. We can probably do 2 of them all the time when they're productivityed. You know? Speaking of which, I can productivity this and maybe even balance it. You know? Because it's negative 25% speed. And now it makes less than 2% a second. But we're not feeding it properly. So, alright. So, we'll put in... how do I want to stack this? Do I want to put the labs on this side? That would look kind of cool, right? No, I should keep... Well, it's about where I want to waste space, essentially. Because, like, right here would probably be most natural. Right here would probably be most awesome. So something like this, and then move it all down a little bit. And then just be able to copy and paste this as many times as I need. And then keep the inputs inputting. So just like, don't play around. Go all the way here. Something like this and this. Copy and right there. And this needs two things, substrate and one of these lines is moss. And the other line is substrate. So substrate will come in like so. And I guess we put in glassware somehow. Maybe substrate goes into it. Always have products go out the bottom. It's good feng shui. Treat your factory well. Your factory will treat you well. We need more long-handled inserters. So substrate comes out here. And then glassware comes in here. And final product, pi 1, comes out here. Productivity, productivity, productivity. You can't be productivity, no. And you can, but I don't care. Okay, so is this a design I like? I mean, I can probably make it more compact, but it is copy pastable. Except the cellulose, the sodium hydroxide and wood has to come down on this side, I suppose. The petri dishes come down from the middle. Moss comes down here. And then pi 1 and glassware over here. That's sort of okay, I suppose. Alright-ish in aspect, in ways. Oh, I'm really running low on battery. I'm gonna have to go get gas. Right there. I'm also gonna have to go get more cliff explosives. All this stuff's gotta go. I also have to fix my inventory. Oh, help me. Why do I have bone meal? Why do I have manure? At least it'll be gone in 13 minutes. The smell, however, is eternal. And I'm going to use simple dinosaurs. Apologies to everyone who likes the complex dinosaurs, but the dinosaur situation is a little difficult right now. Ugh. I have to fix these guys. Man, I don't even have the inventory room to manage all this. Okay, I think, however, we have a decent plan. I need more long-handled inserters. I need more cliff explosives. I need to clean out these dinosaurs. I need to clean out my inventory. What is the best way to go about this? Energy drink, obviously, right? Oh, I can just get rid of moss right here. Here, take this, take this. Here, take this. Moss. Alright, that's a good first step. Course fraction, I don't know where it's going. How am I always out of inventory space? Uranium oxide will be gone in many episodes. Fortunately, there's no fix yet for the map picking problem. I may have to address this one myself. But I have to clean these dinosaurs. So let's go take care of all this stuff, right? Off we go. First we head to Seaweed Isle. And we try to get rid of this. Any buildings I'm just never ever ever gonna use. Heavy oil refinery, gas refinery, smelter. None of these things are here. Just be here now. Compressor. I have so many centrifuges. Those have many, many uses. Alright, fine. We can come over here and we can probably get rid of tree seeds, right? No, probably can't. We can drop them in this box, and that probably means something. Oh, these are old trees that need to be composted. I should probably look into that one of these days. Alright, we have to go get rid of a whole lot of biomass. And try to reform some of these dinos. Yeah, it's going to be really awkward to program these. Until, yeah, I'm going to have to just take a day and fix the caravan thing myself. Melon, who is very, very responsive, doesn't seem to be particularly interested in this one, which means it's probably more complicated. Which means, I mean, at least it might be interesting to go take a look at, you know? Alright, you are... Here, we're going to keep that part. For everything else, you come with me. You have to be cleaned a bit. Okay, great. I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of this. Like, I guess just clean them off and then just suffer. So I can get rid of the wood right here, right? Take this, take that. And that leaves me with a fine amount of wood. It's the last dino. What's your problem? I have to do something about this. Yeah, this entire area right here just reeks of problems. What did I just do? What have I done? How are you accumulating more? Where are you getting more from? Oh, some of it's stacked to 1,000. Oh, wow. That was, an early change. Huh. Here, we gotta do this properly. That was another thing I pointed out, that caravans in general run into lots of problems with partial stacks, and the logic has been dubbed correct. I'm not sure I agree with this assessment, but I'm also not going to fix it, so I guess I just shut up. But, as a consolation prize for that one, they did go through and ensure that decay stacks and item stacks always matched. See, we had 1,000 biomass in there, and that should just be not possible. Anyway, gotta get rid of this fiber. We gotta get rid of this grot. I gotta go swing by bedding, I guess. Beds are us. And dunk all of that out there. Like, all of my existing spoilage designs are probably bad. Like, everything spoils. That's the reality here. Look, there's so much in here. There shouldn't be anything in here. There's so much. Like, this isn't going to work. We're going to have to figure out a solution here. I don't know what that is. Uranium bullets is probably stopped. Here, let's check a look at artillery production. That's something near and dear to my heart. And we have none. We have none. We have... You're not supposed to wait, unfortunately. We have no artillery shells, and that's because we have no glycerol. We have no glycerol because it's up here and it's right over here. We have no skin and no lard. And we go look at the Muckmoo processing area. Oh, well oh, it's clogged. Ooh, ooh. That's bad. What's going on here? Bone meal. Oh, because some biomass found its way on is clogging up everything. Alright. That has to go be taken care of. Complains about inventory. Puts more things in inventory. Such is the contradiction. Such is the magic. Okay, so up here, we need to get rid of this coarse fraction. Good. So yeah. Acetyllene's full up. That's pretty cool. Shouldn't it be vented? Shouldn't this a condition that should never exist? Absolutely full acetylene? Yeah. So we've got problems here. Because we... Alright, you, I say, come here, and I want you to fill your cargo. I have to show them the outpost now, which is, I mean, thrilling. It's great. I'm so happy about this. Gonna have to fix it myself. And then the wood bin, which is right here. Which I also have to show another dinosaur. Okay, right here, right there, fill cargo. Great. The problem with the dinosaurs is you throw them down, you hit add destination, you get this carrot and stick icon, right? And this has a script attached to it and allows you to pick, right? Very simple. But if you go to the map, suddenly you've got a ghost builder. So now we have a ghost carrot and stick icon. The ghost carrot and stick icon does not have the script. And you escape out, you still have the ghost, and it acts like a click instead of a pick. Because the event isn't there, because the script isn't there. So in theory, it is not a terribly difficult matter to hook one up with the other. In practice, I don't know how to do it. I have looked at a couple of the files. I can point to you what should be happening and what's not, but I am not what you could call an experienced Factorio modder. Obviously, I know enough to mod this game into being, this run, by giving myself items at the beginning. And I'm pretty sure I could get it working, but there's also a question of why Melon hasn't fixed it himself. He might perhaps be waiting for something. What is this stuff here? There should never be biomass on this line. So specifically, we have, oh, all this lard has gone to biomass. That's terrible. What's going on here? We have no way to get rid of bone meal. Alright. Bone meal. I can do this, right? No. That's not what happens. This button? This button? This button. Alright, bone meal used in that. No. No. I can turn them into bones and meat? Really? I can do this? I can regenerate this? I mean, that's interesting. Yeah, this button. This button. No, that's not happening. Excuse me. Never let anyone touch your pineal gland. No. Huh. So this looks like it is the way to get rid of it. And I'm not doing that right now. So, congratulations, my friends. You get stored. This problem just gets bigger for a while. There we go. Buffer, my friends. And now we have another problem right here. In that this stuff, what is lard, right, has completely expired. Yeah. And that's a critical part of this entire system. And we're trying to put more lard in here. Ugh. Alright. You know what to do, boys. I could have just built something proper, but instead I pressed a whole lot of buttons. Alright, come here. All of you. We are aggressively, and I mean aggressively, saving problems for later. Now here's the problem though. Where is the lard taking dinosaur? You surely are not waiting at drop-off, because we don't have any glycerol right now. Skin taking dino. Are you waiting for nickel? Nichrome, rather? Nichrome over here? Nichrome, which is made right here now? And is completely backed up? Absolutely not. Oh, he's stuck. It's another one of those. Alright. That's a wreck all over the place. I also spoke to the developers about the stuck and spinning caravans, and I was told this was an upgrade and migration issue, and it has a very simple solution in that you pick them up and you put them back down, and for that reason they are not going to get a more extensive fix. Oh, this wasn't the same guy. I don't like seeing Spolin in here. Don't like seeing that. Well, that was our buddy. Much of the factory is broken because of spoilage. I am gonna have to figure that out now, aren't I? But for the moment, we are gonna pretend things are okay. I need to put my head down, and I have to just push forward with pt219. I have to get that up again. Alright, so here, you come with me, you come with me. Like, even you come with... No. I say, even you. You are a sacrifice. You last for... not long enough. In fact, none of them last long enough. Looks like they last for 2 hours. Alright, this is flowing again. That's flowing again. In ways, in areas, in aspects, in part, this might be better. But the question is, what was I doing before this? I looked in... Oh, I was decking out caravans, right? In order to fuel the pt219 area. Why do I have rich clay? Oh, that's the manure. You take that. So, now, we have a new way of looking at the world. So, a few more problems fixed / made worse. Alright, one dinosaur. Out, please. You are coming here to get sodium hydroxide. Add destination right here. Empty. Go. Be on your way. Next dinosaur. Right there. You are the woodosaur, right? Add destination right here. Empty cargo. Be on your way. Quick break. And back. Alright, so. Dinosaurs on their way. It's time to start hooking this up, right? No, we need a final bit of logic, right? So what we want is to minimize cellulose production. So what are the rules? Like, we can just ignore petri dishes right now, I feel. I feel like petri dishes are a closed loop, and so we can just pretend like they are always present. So, the determinant on whether or not we should be making cellulose, like, it's the easy way, I guess. No, we have to stop the machines when some condition is not met. And that condition has to be no petri dishes or no glassware or no moss, then these things stop. Or it also overproduces, which is another problem. Yeah, it is very complicated to actually properly regulate these things. And I think that is the primary problem of all this. It would be harder if substrate also spoiled because I'd have to regulate this as a separate point. But now, because it proceeds immediately into a stable product, I don't have to do that. So what I should be doing, I guess, is we need to check for presence of glassware here. We have to check for like what we'll need. It's like up here, I guess, will be universal moss and glassware buffers that will tell us whether or not we have the materials that we need. Something like that. But what else? It has to stop when it starts backing up. But how to detect that? I guess we could just try doing it simply. Let's try do a simple way first, right? So just like this. Here, I don't even like this. I think that looks a little weird. Let's do right here instead, even though it's going to be partially obscured. And we put the box like that. And we do like that. And then we have a decider combinator right here. Is these machines turn off red wire when cellulose is greater than 5. No, is less than 5. It turns on like that. And then output equals enabled equals 1. And then I want you to enable disable. Visit enable is greater than or equal to 1. All right, so right now, when it gets powered, it will be enabled equals 1, enabled equals 1. I need power now. And so it will back up to this point. And so we have this much on the belt that might rot. But then if it would get into a rot spiral, right? Because it will rot and then move onto this belt and then and then it will move again. So it will, this is just keeping it going all the time. It needs to know, like the best way if I would look at this machine and say there is an incubated petri dish and there is no substrate. That would be the actual cue to produce cellulose. However, that's like you should have been producing cellulose 10 seconds ago. So I need to be able to like predict into the future. So it needs to have moss, it needs to have petri dishes, it needs not to have substrate. It like needs a delay, like a 10-second delay to take effect. And I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. So think. How can we do this? How can we properly phrase it? We can just assume that the petri dishes are always there. That's probably not a good assumption, honestly, because the petri dish themselves might run out because of no glass. When was the last time that happened? It happens a lot. So let's just say no glass might exist. So we can't count on the incubated petri dishes. We can put a buffer right here, just like that, and it will count how many petri dishes are coming in. Like put that right here. and we can put a counter right here that will do moss. And we can measure no substrate. And between all of that, that will say run. And then if ever substrate backs up, or there's no moss, or there's no petri dishes, this should stop. Okay, I kind of believe in that. I believe in that enough to try it out at least. So here we have a petri dish bridge. Like so. Into this buffer. Right that. So like that. And then we will have a moss buffer exactly like so. Exactly like so. Wire. Really? Go to here. I guess we have to do this then, right? Statics are a thing. Alright, so now red wire into there, into there, into there. I want you to, and into the input, alright? And we need to hook this up into the input. Nice reach. Alright, so these conditions. There's 3 conditions. Okay, nothing to do with you. We need, and they have to be and. So substrate. Substrate has to be less than or equal to. I wish output full was a signal that could be sent. Here, let's do 17. We have to have less than 17 substrate. No, it's produced in lots of 10. So less than 8 substrate. So that's actually less than 9. Or maybe even less than 10. Let's do that. That's probably best. Less than 10. So at least one substrate has left the machine. Less than. This is an interesting one. We'll look into that. That's going to take some tuning. And we need moss to be greater than 10. And we need petri dish to be greater than 10. In these conditions, send enabled out, and then this machine will turn on and we will start making cellulose. This is a bad sign. There's no acetylene being burned. I should have taken care of that, right? So at this point we have this dinosaur right over here who is waiting. There's a lot of them, aren't there? Yep. Here, you just deliver right now. And then this is not working because acetylene is not being vented. And acetylene is critical to us making slaked lime. So, and also shells. No shells being made into slaked lime. So let's go look at Zillifo for one. Are we making Zillifo? No. No red hot coke. Okay. Oh, it decayed. Oh, that's new. Red hot coke. Right here. Coal. Is this a new recipe? Coal and steam to make red hot coke. And then red hot coke decays in 2 hours to coke? Huh. This is kind of interesting. Well, this is a kind of a major problem, actually. Yeah, adding a spoilable ingredient into this is going to cause all sorts of problems. Anyway, acetylene is vented over at the old lead mine, which is right here, right? The old lead mine. And acetylene comes here and into here, and we have no water. I mean, that's really intriguing. It really is. You know what? We're gonna go fix that right now. Because I think I have a solution. Getting distracted, chasing the squirrel, not proceeding calmly with a primary plan, just lunging here, lunging there. Be free. Be free, I say. Right, do I have a pump jack on me? What am I looking at here? Do not. I can have one. Alright. This is an old style pump jack. That's not what I wanted. I wanted this thing. Oh, I have to get rid of that. That's trash. Right here. You, sir, make water for yawn thirsty people. Right there. There you go. And now you are consuming acetylene. Acetylene should be flowing. Some of these guys should be turning. Yes, some of them are turning. That's producing slaked lime at some point. Yes, right here. Now we're producing slaked lime. And then over here we are making some sodium hydroxide. It's a dribble at best. But I don't know. I accept this as a change. We're not going to go so far as to call it a solution. I have made a change. A change has happened. There is a change. Alright, so back here. We have our sodium hydroxide. We have our wood. We have our logic in place. We have our inputs. Sodium hydroxide and wood will come in from right here. That is declared. Right there. That looks right to me. And it will come over like this. No, it will not do that. It will come over like that. Because now we can actually do it correctly. Come over here. And I still don't have enough long-handled inserters. Can I make any? Can make 3. Embrace the 3. Alright, so let's just get this on a roll then. Like so, and like so. Oh, this factory is so sick onto death, almost. Factory has problems. Just about every part of it is broken in some way, I believe. Go. Belts. Belts are the soul of Factorio. Boop, boop, boop. Don't let those trained people tell you any different. It's all about the belt. There we go. Alright, so over here, you guys need power now. We need to actually see what we're doing. So right here, right here, right here, straight across. There. So, in this situation, we are not enabled. We are disabled by control behavior. Great. And you take 5 seconds and you need a lot of wood. Unfortunately, I put the wood on the other side. That is really dumb of me. Alright, we're going to fix this. We're going to pick up all this wood. And we're going to pick up all this sodium hydroxide. Now, I'm kind of fighting against the world here, aren't I? So right there. Alright, there you go. Right there. You can have your wood back. And then we switch, right? It's just this goes this way now. And I clearly designed this. This was all intentional. Alright, so the slow thing is on the far belt. The thing with small demand is on the far belt. And the thing with heavy demand is on the near belt. So like this and like this. That should work, right? Yeah. Alright, so power on, my friends. Load them up. And you are not ready yet. Probably need fast hands for this, simply because of spoilage concerns. They should be as far down as possible. Because again, spoilage concerns. Alright, so cellulose makes it in. And we have a consumer here. So, yeah. Okay, that power pole can't go there. Why'd I do that? Alright, so I'm not even going to think about this one right now. What we need at the moment is to get glassware in right here, I suppose. There should be a glassware rail. That's pretty easy. Like so. Like this is a complete disaster. Oh, this doesn't happen anymore. That's nice. It's all substrate. Right here. No, that is... we'll make it work. So, and like so. Glassware welcomes the system. Then glassware doesn't really matter. So put you right there. You have all that, and you have all that. And you need... No, put it closer, because it spoils. I think that's correct. And then you need... ooh. No, this doesn't spoil. It doesn't matter where it is. So like, up, 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 up. And that's probably fine, right? Yeah, it's definitely fine. So let's light you up. Okay, great. And then down here. Now we make science packs, of course. We make them 3 at a time, I think. Right? Yeah, 3 of them. Alright, so we have to move this back. Shouldn't be a huge problem, right? Come over. This probably doesn't exist anymore. Yeah? Come here, get rid of glassware. Come here, get rid of glassware. And where are we headed with this? We wanna... those go on both sides of the belt. And so they come on only the... We want to go on the far side of this belt. That's what our target is. Unfortunately, that is not a natural way of being. And we will just drag a line this way. And then we will come across, come up, Then we will struggle, 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 as only Pyanodon's player can. Right here. We will dump Psi1 on that belt at that point. Great. Fantastic work. So now that is hooked up. We need to get our moss line in. As I recall, moss was a problem at one point. We have one moss line, two moss lines. Which is the serious moss line? Well, right here, obviously. So I guess we preserve that. We drag it over here. I guess we go straight up against the edge. No, we don't. We don't do that thing. Maybe move on the other side of the, No, this would work. It's not going to work quite how I would like it to work, but it will work. Okay, so it will come this way now. We are taking a magic adventure. And then it comes flat down right here. We are wasting space now, but it's kind of no longer a huge problem since the embassies now exist. Speaking of which, are we now making artillery shells again? No. No, we are not. Again, for a lack of glycerol. And glycerol is because of all sorts of problems. This guy's trying to drop off lard, but can't. It's going to be so hard to organize all of the caravans with spoilables. How are we doing down here? We have Spoilage and where the food should be. That's terrible. We're not making fish food because of no lard, because some of the lard is spoiled on the line. Lard is spoiling out just in amazing amounts as we speak. I have no idea what's going on with this dinosaur right here. What is your problem? You're trying to put lard there, but you don't have any. Here, just do a whole round. I have no idea what your problem is. And obviously no skin, right? Getting distracted again. Yeah. And our moves at least being made? No. Nothing is in fact working. We just had a delivery of Relegia seeds, and that's going to start moves up again. Here, go do a delivery, please. But anyway, all that aside, we should now have a signal for... Okay, so this is almost ready to go. What I need... Like, we are almost ready to go entirely here, so I should probably stop getting distracted. Just buckle down and get this working. Right there. Oh, and right over there. Okay, so what is needed right here is... Yeah, that's good. There. Okay, so all that's needed now is petri dishes to come in, and then everything starts working. So let's go pull in our last ingredient and see if we get an accomplishment for the day. And then after that, we will run around wailing and bemoaning our fate. I don't think this is a good idea what I just did, or at least a necessary idea. This is a mess. There are many, 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 many reasons why it is a mess. I am not helping. I am in fact making things worse. That's why I'm here. I'm here to help. I'm here to do the complete opposite of helping, honestly. Alright, so we have this big logistic area. We're wasting space because we have the luxury of that now. Plugged in our petri dishes. I'm not going to do anything with what's in my inventory right now. You're full up. You got that. You got that. You're ready. Is this going to be a good idea? See, we used to run, what, 8 of these? And now we only have like 2.5. So we're... This guy right here, at best, produces 1 pi-sci pack every 5 seconds. So, not great. We're going to have to copy and paste this many times. This is going to be a bottleneck. Maybe I can use the stack inserters. But we'll see. Just let it fill up. These guys are going to start incubating. And we'll just watch the cycle. Right? Okay. So, watch. Alright, it's half down already. Why? So now we need another one. Why aren't you going? Because you're backwards. So we might have a problem here, boys. In that they seem to be made with half life. I had thought that was a solved issue. Alright, so we're in an awkward part where this is just spoiling out and coming back. So this loop right here is fine. Where did the moss go? Why isn't it loading moss? Oh, because I have no hands doing that. Oh, you have to use filters. You have to only ever take substrate. You can't take anything that's about spoilage. So yeah, okay, that's a good no, right? Okay. Glad I put that. All right, so this is now turned on, right? You should be enabled, right? Oh, it has to be greater than or equal to 1. There we go. Okay, so now you are going. And these guys churning, I can put that in there now. Okay. At least we're not having anything spoil on the belt. Alright, so we're making substrate. Flop it over. We have to watch it flicker off when it finishes a recipe, right? Oh no, it has to read ingredients. Right there. So we should be able to see it flicker, right? Why has it stopped? I don't see any substrates. Read content, excuse me, that's what we want. So we should see substrate flickering right there. So we probably flickered on and off here just a little bit. So we're substrate limited. We knew this is what our life would be like. Should I be paying attention to this? Yeah. So this guy is cranking along. We're making pi-sci 1 again. Yeah, exactly. And this guy is just picking up scraps. So how do I feel about this? I feel like we're not making a lot, right? And like, I could put in another bank of this and double this. Like, is it enough just to run 1 is the real question. Consuming 0.4 seconds. It might be. So, are like some of these not going? Why was it? Yeah, some of it was not going. Oh, because you're not turned the right way, you're not turned the right way, you're not turned the right way, and you're not. Okay, so only one of the arms was not turned the right way. Alright, so... yeah, one of the big problems was I had everything backwards. Okay, so let's continue observing. Okay, good. And we're going to have to do something about this crud now. Let's just let that run. And let's deal with this system. We're going to have a crud vein running through right here. So like this. And then like this. And like that. Okay, good. Then you come over here. And welcome to the holding tank. And we need a underflow. We need a controlled valve right here. Oh, that's really irritating. We'll get it from down here though. The water. Output 50, please. Only less than. And so the arrow is pointing this way. I choose to believe this is correct. Oh, and this is obnoxious. Okay, there. We can fix it like that. And we pull in water. We are being so wasteful with our space. And then hook it up. Bam, bam. This fills up to 50%. And all we need is fuel. And this will just cycle forever now. So good, right? Good. So how are we doing here now? Nothing is backing up. We are producing pi psi 1. We're going to eventually run out of this, right? The bottleneck is this area. And we are producing 6 pi psi 1. Looks like it's actually backing up. Wonder why. Huh. I guess oh, it's backing up substantially. Do I have to move all of this over and add another lab? I mean, I'll do it. Trees. Get away. Go away. This is like the best kind of surprise, you know? When production is higher than you thought it would be. That's not the sort of surprise I get often. How about that? I get the other surprise. So right here. Unfortunately, these guys need to go away. Thank you, but goodbye. You have provided good and noble service for some time, good sir. However, you are now gone. Right there, right there, right there. Yeah, we are backing up a substantial amount of substrate. So this definitely calls for more. There. Then we do another one of these and get even more spores in our inventory. No, no, not the spores. The answer, of course, is yes. Always the spores. All of you come with me. Great. Glassware for you. Glassware for you. And of course, glassware for you. So now we just extend this over, right? And you even have a productivity module. So great. we're not having a lot of biomass problems right now. Or, I would like it to stop at some point, you know? Maybe we'll do some tests. Now that we are doing, like, happy path tests. We'll do unhappy path tests after this. We'll let it churn, and hopefully everything will be great. Don't forget, every 11th run is free. See, now we're going to run out of substrate. This guy's only going to run periodically, which is fine. The important thing is we have more consumption of the ingredients that possibly rot out. So long as that's happening, we have no real problems whatsoever. Here, let's let this run and let's get rid of some of this stuff in our inventory. I wish this wouldn't be flashing no fuel, like especially because it's acknowledged that there's no fuel here. Why do you have no biocrud? Oh, that's an issue. And this. It's because, here, don't take the bedding. They don't like it when you take their bed. And we're almost up on here. That's bad. What is wrong with my life? Bedding. You have to do only bedding. Beds are us. Great. No wait, that's not enough, right? It's like, no. Because this is an old style setup. Where I thought I knew what I was doing. You should be only taking bedding. And now bedding, right here. And right here, we take crud. You take only crud. This is not a good or a permanent or sustainable solution. We have to rebuild the entire factory. There's nothing else to be done about it. That's all rotted out aloe leaves, essentially. Alright, so just let that go. Now let's go back and see how PySci1 is doing. Definitely feel like I should put at least one more of these installations in. So yeah, this one lights up every once in a while. These guys are going. We can probably take a look at actual production now. Heck, how we doing? Over the last 10 minutes, you know, we're hovering about 3.5. And historically, I would want double that. So I really do have to double all of this. So I have to go get some cliff explosives. I have enough of that. Right now we're going to test. It's time to do tests. Wait until you're not moving. Alright, so there's no way to vent. No way to vent, meaning this should be shut off. You are shut off. We are simulating a input full scenario right here. And now we're not making any more cellulose. All of this is doomed to rot, but that's not the end of the world. Like right now here we have some in the settling tank. Like these resources will be wasted, but that is okay. There is nothing being wasted down here but electricity, and not a lot of that. So turn that on, turn that on. And we can simulate this. Now you should be stopped, right? Because we don't have enough petri dishes. And we can simulate this. And you should be stopped because no moth. Oh, wait. Oh, because I wasn't fast enough. Bam. Oh, because it's reading from in here as well. Ooh, okay. Good to know. So let's up you. So let's have, so we're reading 90 right now, so 50 then. So now if I come and I take all that out, now we stop. This simulates a moss failure. Okay, so good. And there's a bit of rot. It will go up there. Good. Alright, so we're going to copy and paste this. I need to go get some cliff explosives. Which means, of course, bam, gotta run. And we will add an accomplishment today. It is an old accomplishment. It's one we're going to have to do again later. But can't say I am super duper pissed right now. We're gonna probably spend the rest of the episode working on animal matter stuff. Animal matters. Oh, what's this? Pause, please. Okay, taken care of. What was I doing? I was looking for explosives. That's right. Where is it I used to make these? Right in here. This also lets me look at other problems. Okay, how am I gonna do this? I guess I have to bring in the coal itself and then make it on site, and then it just cools into coke though, which is a big shame because coke is not coal, so I can't just recycle it. So I just, if any, see, this is another big problem when it comes to spoilables. There'll have to be a constant conga line of coal coming in because it's going to be constantly spoiled. Or maybe set up a sushi belt to keep it down. It's not gonna ever be completely done, you know? It's not gonna be... Why are we not making Relisias? No hydrogen? Alright, don't look at that. Don't look at it. This is going well, though, right here. We're eating up all the substrate. We are producing the pie science. You can feel good about this. Now let's just take out our frustrations on the landscape. And we'll start picking up this down here, because it doesn't need to exist. You will be a beautiful artillery shell one day. And just copy and paste this entire thing, right? Just starting with right here, all the way across. Only I don't... I don't need the boxes. I'll need to get the wire from somewhere else. The inputs. So this doesn't have to happen like this. I'm gonna have to go get more belts. And this doesn't need to happen. But we need to get the readings from the other one. That's fine. Yeah, I'm so gonna run out of belt. Right, whatever. We'll make it work eventually. Or, you know, perhaps not. Yeah, out of belt now. Alright, do everything. Oh, we're going to be out of long-handled inserters. We're going to be out of other inserter. We need small parts. We need everything. We need a couple biofacts, which we can't make. Yeah, we are just absolute trash tier right here. Okay, get in my pants. Let's go get a bunch of everything. So from right here, we will scrape up. I guess we need some more inserters. Definitely need more belt. It's probably enough. Need more splitters. Need more... picked up some of this, right? Yeah, get rid of it. Alright, so now, all the way across for small parts. Now we need chromium. We need like 5 bricks of chromium. Which we will get from right here, right? Sure. And now we need some rubber, and rubber is still a problem. Yeah, rubber is definitely still. Oh, see, the brick I took last time hasn't been replaced. Rubber is a huge issue right now, isn't it? We need a bunch of you. We need a bunch of you. And now we need biofact times 2. So we'll get some duralumin and just some raw iron. We'll jog up here and get duralumin. They made the icons bigger again. That was nice. So biofact. Now I need titanium. Boom. Biofact. Oh, and I also need to gas up. So pick up all this. Toss it all here. Pick up all this. Toss it in here, right? It's just every time I walk by I should do this, but that takes a lot of discipline. Do I need anything else? I mean, probably. Let's go. Probably safer to go all the way to the south. Clogged again? No, not quite. Then after this, we will wander the factory like a lonely ghost, trying to figure out what of the many, many, many things which are currently broken need to be addressed right now. And then like that. And we'll turn this on. Oh, we also need this. We need that. And like so. Great. And then you, of course. Hopefully everything will work out with this, right? Because I know we overbuilt before. It's time to just let it fill up. We'll see how it goes. So, not really sure what I'm going to say here. I'm just going to kind of take a drink. Yeah, still filling up. Oh no, we didn't get the signals down here. That's a problem. So we can go do that. So we have to take... Oh wait, we have to put green wire. Green wire. Green wire on here. No, don't do that. We need green wire from this chest to this. We need green wire from here to here to this chest. And we need green wire to come down, 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 and then down, and then in. There. So we are getting mixed signals, but it doesn't care what color the signals. Oh yeah, RNG. Good. So now it works. And it is chugging along. We are now making substrate. Substrate is... Do we have enough modules? We do. I wish the modules were bigger. Alright, good. So just kind of watch it chug. And again, every 11th is free. So what do I have to do after this? Look at rubber again? Wasn't rubber just a matter of, like, not being able to vent stuff? We got hydrogen problems down here. There are many... I guess I have to just inspect every part of the factory, see which parts have stopped working, and then decide what I have to do to get it working again. You know? Yeah, so this last one seems to be running a third of the time. These two are running all the time. This is running 1/3. Which, you know, I don't have any problem with whatsoever. Here, we're going to fix this. Zoom. And this is running adequately, and that's running adequately, and I have petri dishes I can get rid of. Oh, I guess the question now is, am I feeding in enough petri dishes? That is a real question, isn't it? Yeah, we're overproducing cellulose, but our bid is quite low here. So things rotting out isn't a huge problem for us. They should rot eventually, but that's not a problem. Okay, it's not a huge problem. All right, let's go trace petri dishes back. I need to put walkways through here. I should have thought of that. And see if petri dishes are our bottleneck. Because we used to import these. Yeah. It's like this has to get picked up. And it looks like, yes, we are running out. That dinosaur is going to pick up more petri dishes and come back. And I just took away his outpost, so he's going to complain. So there's no petri dishes. 0 petri dishes coming right here. Because of a situation I like to call no agar. No agar because it is off. Why is petri dishes not go? Because they're used to go, because it's on a different line. Because it's used to petri dishes going over to be incubated first. We've changed a incubated petri dish line to just a petri dish line. It's like right here is where we have to join in. Like there's no reason not to do it right here, I guess. Here on the manure line, which isn't working. So that just doesn't work anymore. And you go this way. Alright, so it was stopped for good reason. So we have a lot of bio crud coming. And it's being collected here. We can make another vent. And in fact, we really should. Like, we really should. Let's see if we can do that. Right now, let's try to build correctly. Just like one of these. Just put this right here, I guess. Just find some water. There we go. We need another box. Oh, we need iron and logs? I guess you need wood. Here, I can get some wood from right here. And not iron, rather. It needs steel. So, okay. We will make the factory a little better. Better / different. So we should be going up here, right? With tech. Oh, you're just burning... Don't do that. Don't burn these cartridges. So what's the problem? Why aren't you, Oh, because some have decayed into spores. Alright. That's not inspiring, I have to say. Alright, so the next thing to run out will probably be Logi Science. I have to get that online next. After probably a couple episodes just wandering around trying to get random things up and online again. The factory is broken, and so am I. At least we have mushrooms. Plenty of mushrooms. Alright, here. Who wants the spores? Yes, the spores. It's like this is not working because of rotting out of the manure. The mushrooms are completely broken and have to be rethought. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the rich clay. Like, it has a very apparent use in just going into bricks. I will never be never be sad to see more bricks. Alright, so let's take a look. That. Now we want PySci 1. Let's take a look. Now we are up hovering around 50 a minute. Around 50 a minute. And back in the day, in the good times, we were around 50 a minute. Yeah. So we are at our old level of production right now. We have repaired this thing. We have taken one step forward on the tech tree. And I think this is a fine puzzle to solve right here. So much better now that I also don't have to be doing with 2 spoilage products, and there's only 1 spoilage product. I think that's going to be a major determinant on difficulty. But yeah, this sort of thing where I put a box in place just to break the belt. That I see coming a lot in my future. Okay, so let's work on petri dishes a little bit. And what do I have coming? Animal sample decays in an hour, but it decays to primers, and that's not bad. To plasmids, that's fine. The Sarcoris decays in a half hour to chitin, and that's a big loss. That right there, big loss. All those cotton guts, all that time, ooh, no good. It is no good, I say. But that has to be avoided at all costs. So what we got here is just... Here, this gets picked up. And you have to use filter. You need bio-crud and biomass. Like so and like so. So up, over. Look at that. And in you go and in you go. And we have to power this. Great. Alright, so that will catch any agar that expires. And it looks like we're keeping up real well on petri dishes right now. The manure bacteria area is probably also suffering. Yeah, exactly. Why are we getting no agar at all down here? Why is that? Why are you not going? Why are you disabled? Manure bacteria. Oh, we have a lot of manure bacteria built up? That would make sense. Yeah, okay, great. Great, great, great. That's perfect. It's not often that my designs actually do what I want. Yeah, we're suffering when it comes to power generation. I knew it was going to be so, and lo, it is so. Alright, so we go this way now. There we go. Let's get rid of all this stuff. Send it on its way. And it will come up to join this waistline here. There's a lot of this in the future. A lot of this is coming. And, alright, so that's a little more robust now. And petri dishes are moving on. It's so nice that petri dishes are shelf stable. If they were not, it would cause me problems. I think we can pat ourselves on the back and say we have a good accomplishment today. Great job. Fantastic work. So, what should we fix now, right? Like mushrooms is probably something that requires attention. Byakua's, it's gonna be broken otherwise. Like we have to get rid of we have to have multiple ways of getting rid of rich clay. Where are you people going? Well, I'm sure it's important. The next big goal is to get Logi Science up and going again. Oh, look. Science is ticking forward again. That's nice. And this is still kind of a disaster. I think I'll just clean it out by hand, though. And that's all decayed aloe leaves. Here you go, friend. So just kind of whoop, whoop, whoop. So let's go look at moos. Moos are one of the critical components of the factory. I really should have stuck with augs, but I thought moos. Moos are great, right? So we have no religious seeds. That's a common occurrence, right? And we come down here and everything is ruined. No fertilizer. We're making a few, so this is like the tail edge of everything is ruined. So fertilizer I repaired a long time ago, and that was before my modern understanding of rot. So I wouldn't be surprised if this was completely full. We are definitely producing crud. We have no urea. That's no wastewater. Look at that. No wastewater because of no fish, no xylopho, no trits. So fish had a problem with pressurized water, which I again whined like a small child over, and this time I was told is an acknowledged downside of the turd. You got to deal with it. There is no way to vent to get rid of pressurized water nowadays, and that is by design. I am not sure I entirely agree with that. This is the same team that thought a single focused recipe for creating hot air was a good idea. So, looks like I gotta suck this one up. So over here, yeah, I gotta find a way to get rid of this pressurized water, but not right now. And we are full up on fish. We're not full up on fish. Why don't you have any filtration media? This was a solved problem. Is a solved problem. This has to be no fish food. Okay. Fish food is a generalized issue. Let's go take a look-see. And see what's hanging that up. Probably lard again, right? The lard has decayed. Do you need jerky? No, jerky is incidental. And we have no plastic either. There's the lard line right there. I need you to be a better one. I need you to also do crud. That will scoot that forward. Lard will then come. But what's going on with plastic? Plastic is an issue. Probably shouldn't be going cross country like this. It's like none of this is working for some reason. We need fish to get going to make fish, but they're not making any fish, so whatever, it's fine. No plastic. Still no plastic, and more importantly, no casein. So, too much muddy sludge, huh? That is certainly a circumstance. So, what do we suppose we do with this sludge? Comes here. And this is a muddy sludge maker. It's like, I think you just get shut off. Just, you're not part of the system anymore. And we go 2 ways. We go many ways. It's like up here, this terminates, right? No, of course not. Do not know where this goes. This is a huge, tangled mess. And you can vent muddy sludge into just biomass in a very simple, straightforward way. If you have a tier 4 recipe. And it's like, suffering. So why are we pumping it into here? When I have a waste product, what is muddy sludge? I mean, it hardly matters because we are full up everywhere. It's like we are pumping aggressively away from this point. Last we see a void here. So this is a muddy sludge maker. So it is pumping away aggressively. So that's fun. But the problem is I have muddy sludge as a waste product up here, and it is not being dealt with appropriately. So, as I trace it this way, this is more muddy sludge as waste product. And you're stopped, right? Yeah, you have the same problem. Alright, so this is just, it's all coming down to this, and we are going the wrong way. So, what we are learning is that this line is quite critical. You know, I think I've probably seen enough, right? We have determined that this is a waste line. And we have further determined that it goes directly past the fountain of sludge right here. So we have to... Oh, interesting. So this has to be reversed. Then this has to be reversed. And so this will shut down because we have the underflow valve right here. It's in underflow configuration. And then so long as there is a consumer down on this side, anywhere down this side, we're now bypassing this. So that's better, question mark? This should be going to the wall somehow. Certainly looks like it is. Like these trees don't go anymore because of seedling problems, and that was a huge muddy sludge consumer. Yeah, we're headed towards the wall. And this is, you can't vent, just too much muddy sludge. But we shut off a primary producer. So this will probably slowly percolate back, right? I should just leave this for a little bit. Yeah, it's trickling down. Trickling down. Or maybe it's not. Do I have any muddy sludge lines around here that actually have some voids in them? Like, where else do we make the sludge? We make it down, we consume it all around here. We make a ton of muddy sludge right there. Alright, so we have to be trying to drain out muddy sludge into the main power. Okay. This is probably a terrible idea. I will probably come to regret this, but we're gonna go do it. And we have no fertilizer because of no wastewater. Just don't forget that either. Alright, so what we're looking at here is this. This grand line that goes in. And it does in fact go in. So what we want is to underflow you. underflow that. I want output is less than, let's do 50, just full 50. You underflow it. And right now, input is 99, output is 100. Yeah. All right, so what else happens with this line? So here we go in again, same story. And so I will put in the same item in the same configuration. I want you to O less than 50. There you go. Now the problem is I don't exactly see much consuming happening here. You know? So, alright, so all this muddy sludge. Why do I see Blinky? Why do you have no wood? Why is that? No logs. You have sludge, you have the tree seeds in here. Yeah, this is going to be a continual problem, isn't it? Yep. Sure is. Why is it? Oh, because saplings come in here too. Oh man, spoilage is just gonna ruin my life. But we knew that, right? Why can't it just decay directly back in? Ah, okay. So how to do this? Do a snake line right here to get it in? I don't even know. I do not even know how I'm going to deal with this. We have a main power crash coming, and I know not what I'm going to do about it. So this is empty. It's not connected to anything. So we're just going to leave that for right now. We're trying to make this into a muddy sludge consumer. Yeah, the pressure is falling a little bit. Are any of you guys actually going? Do we need power? Is anything happening in this factory? Not really, no. Now that you ask. So maybe this isn't the greatest muddy sludge consumer I could hope for. Pressure is falling though. So what I want to do, pressure is falling. I want to overflow into this system. Right there. I want you to do this. I want it to be really obvious. Alright, so now all of these muddy sludge makers should be permanently offline. Let's see if we did anything with that. Let's see how that went. So again, our goal is to get plastic online from this. That's what we were looking for. You are just unaffected. Maybe it'll take a while. Alright, let's just pretend that's fixed. Let's pretend it's fixed. And we need more fish food. Looks like we have lard now. No, we don't. What? Where? Show me. Really? That's interesting. That was a really weird... Oh, we've got invaders. Invaders. We got problems. I have to set up this. I really have to set up the wall properly. Ah, man. Factory's hard, you know? But this remote control is so nice. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Who's left over? As the Romans know, it's not about who's right. It's about who's left. So do we have actually serious problems here? Oh, we do. Special gift for you incoming. So they're attacking from behind, which is really unfortunate. Did we hit right? Oh, bam. So they're going to be attacking from a real unfortunate angle. Nice. Ah, you hesitated, boys. So do we eliminate all of this? Alright, do I have any wall on me? I do. What was I doing? I was looking at this and I was determining that we're kind of screwed, right? Let's do it like this then. There. Okay, so we still don't have any plastic though. Why don't we have any plastic from melamine? Melamine is our backup plastic. And are we stuck here because of full up on... Yeah, we are. So this doesn't work. This was old style thought, but there's no... Nope. It's not the prime concern right now. Next episode is going to be going over everything again because spoilage is just wrecked so much. Melamine, where are you? Right here. We don't have any ability to get rid of money sludge. It is all related. All plastic is involved with getting rid of muddy sludge. Okay, I accept this. So we're going to trace that. It's going to come back over here. We need to get rid of this sludge too. It comes onto this line. This line goes up here. Yeah, this is a primary muddy sludge line. Absolutely, positively. It's going this way. Why? Why? That's going to be a no, friend. Like, I probably made everything 1,000 times worse right now. But that's going towards the consumers, and it was pointed towards the producers. So, I can't imagine that was in any way correct. But, you know, like I've been pointing out, all of this is just voodoo. Alright, making a ton of melamine, which means we'll be taking a ton of plastic in a bit here. Also means that if I need to avoid muddy sludge, I need to get it to the north. Oh, hello, friend. I sorely wish I had not done that. Alright, Mr. Dinosaur, Mr. Spinosaur, please join us again. Not you. You. Yeah, I almost want you to take a whole new cycle. Just figure yourself out. Why are we stopped? Too many oleochemicals have biomass in inventory. Alright, that's fine. That's just fine. I came here for a reason. The reason was to look at the new plastic maker. Oh, we should be making artillery shells again, right? We have all the... Huh, what's our problem? No plastic. Yeah, okay. So, we overcame the explosives problem, but we have a plastic problem now, which maybe I addressed right here. This is where I was going. Here, make a delivery. Just go. The melamine is coming. I hope the melamine is coming. Titanium purple is okay, but we have not a lot of chlorine. Um, do not know how to express my emotions at the moment. All right, that gets plastic working again. Let's go take a look at other plastic, and let's try to get the muddy sludge northward if it is still stuck. Because there's obviously a large consumer up there, and it needs to be fed. So right here, still stuck. All right, gotcha. We're going north, friends. Road trip, I tell you. As high as we can go, as fast as we can go. This line... Oh, here we go. Yeah, and this is a avoiding line. So we're good, right? And we come right here. This. We need a pump. Proper pump, please. Pump all this stuff away. There. Oh, unfortunately that goes right into a wall right there. But I feel like we may have made some progress. Yeah, this is going again, so that's good. We did something, that's for sure. So yeah, this is going again. Now we have to worry about fertilizer and urea. And maybe we don't even worry about that. We just look at the problem and then we call it a day. That sounds correct to me. Here we have old style thinking, where I thought I could precisely control everything and make it so nothing ever rotted. We can minimize rot, we cannot eliminate it. That is my conclusion as of right now. And right now we do not have any wastewater. That is because the fishes, which makes wastewater, are not being... No. These guys are not going for lack of eggs. Eggs are not going for lack of filtration media. Filtration media is not going for lack of food. Food is not going for lack of plastic, which I just resolved. Okay. That is one full cycle right there. But again, the waste aspect is going to have to be addressed, especially because, look, it rots in the machine. All right. Don't look at that. Don't look at it. Now, next thing up is we're not making any... Ooh. Spinosaur. We can fix you. Not making any trits because apparently one of the dinosaurs was stuck. So it's good that we go and fix this, right? And that was just a request for seaweed, it looked like. And this is Zillipho. This is a different problem. Trits. Spinosaur. Okay. Pick you up. Chuck you down. Yeah. Go here. No, wait. Go here. And we're going to have to get Sea Sponge back online. Right now it's not working. It's turning into... Alright, so... This will make Trits go again. And Trits will produce some wastewater. But very slowly. 1 unit a second. Not even. Our quads, I imagine, are completely and utterly broken. Not going to care about that right now. And this is more Trits. And right here is our Zillipho area, and we are stuck on no... all of the Red Hot Coke has cooled. And what's the half-life on that? Red Hot Coke? It's not half-life, it's full life. 2 hours. That's honestly pretty good. So what has to happen? This is what I'm going to do first next episode. Because these guys produce a lot of wastewater and a lot of shells. So what I'll do is I'll set up a dinosaur. I'll change this dinosaur right here from bringing me Red Hot Coke to bringing me coal. And right here, in here somewhere, we'll make a Red Hot Coke. Red Hot Coke factory, which is a oxygen for... Oh man, is this going to be a problem? Yeah, probably. And I have to get rid of the coke oven gas. and I have to then get rid of the coke because this has to be gotten rid of, this has to be gotten rid of. At least it'll produce some of the steam needed to run the thing. Problem is coal is way the heck up there. And then we'll get Xylophos going again. All right. Let's look at our triumph for today. Let us bask in our glory. Today, we successfully built a good, tidy PySci-1 generator. It has minimal waste associated with it, but all waste has a way of being purged. I kind of like this design. I think this format right here, specifically dealing with spoilable products and spoiled outputs, I'm pretty sure this exact sort of thing is going to come up again and again. Not happy about all of the belt space and logic that has to go into this, but I'm so happy I don't have to stop with this and do yet another thing to handle. There's more than enough, thank you. More than enough. And we have PySci-1 going. Heck. Right there. And we are building, yeah, like 50 a minute. All right, so let's talk factory. Factory is, there's more. There's more of them. I didn't go fix the wall. I'm going to do that. Okay, where are you going? Show me your rally point. Eliminate those things. Oh, you're moving too fast. Oh well. I really have to go, if not fix this, patch this. I should have hit their rally point before hitting them. Ugh. These are very expensive clicks. Alright. Intermission. Intermission. Gotta go heal this wall down here. Yeah. I really should put like a flamer right here. Repair this Megadar over here. The only reason to... Yeah. I have to build a whole new embassy just abutting the water. That's the real issue here. That's how they keep sneaking through. Very irritating. That's probably bad, honestly. And what is this? Okay, taken care of. At least in open country with energy drink, I can just move, just absolutely power through. Alright, what's the damage here? Nothing much. We're out of ammunition, that's bad. But plastic will fix itself, right? Hopefully. Man, energy drink changes the world. Best tip ever to make this stuff. So let's continue, right? We were doing our wrap up. Let's wrap up some more. We are dealing with constant incursions of pests. I really should go take care of this just to have something, just to have it not flash. All right, main accomplishment for today. I think I finally understand how spoilage works in practice, and we use that information to rebuild PySci-1 science packs in a way which is sustainable under the current logic that dominates the game. Next big goal is to rebuild Logi Science under the same lines, and then a really big lift is going to be redoing PySci 2. But after that's working, like the factory will be essentially repaired because Chem Science has no problem. Okay, Chem Science doesn't have problems because I have so much banked. I should probably not care about Chem Science after this and just run it as is. So that's, ooh, I don't know. I'll look at it. Um, Everything is still broken. I have been trying to fix the spoilage problem for the past many episodes. This has not worked out because I haven't had a good grasp. I was laboring under the illusion that you could create a spoilless system. This is not true. It cannot be done. So all systems I build have to have spoilage accounted for. So order of events next episode is get Zillifo working, figure out a way for making red hot coke. We're gonna have to make it here anyway for the Arquads, so just do it right here. Um, oh, and it's also probably up here too. Ooh, problem. What thing is, red hot coke just spoils to coke, and it's consumed in the same manner up in this area right here. So maybe it's not so bad. But anyway, get Zillifo up and going again. This will produce more wastewater. This will give us more fertilizer. Fix fertilizer because right now it's broken. Right now, fertilizer is proceeding under the old style spoilage prevention schema, and it's obviously broken. Um, and then after that, I have to keep hammering on the foods. The foods are again struggling because I've fixed them with no good idea on how to properly do that. So all of that is on the to-do list. We got 2% of science done today. Great job. Absolutely excellent. Not sure what we're stuck on. Don't really care. We're probably out of Logi Science. So I think right now that's it. So I'm done. Talk to you all later, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Let's put it back on screen. Look at this for the last time. Yeah. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye.